Hello and welcome back to this edition of Bayou Time. Again, your host, Keith Whiteside, licensed clinical social worker. So very glad you're joining us. However you may be joining us, we appreciate it very, very much. You know, it's always nice to bring to you some of those stories in our town where people don't always realize the value of some of the specialty services we have in our community. The Fine Arts Guild, one of those. And so very glad to have with us. We have Miss Janice McBride. We appreciate it. Thanks for joining us, Miss Janice.
Thank you, Keith, for inviting us.
Very good. Of course, the gallery director, and Miss Karen Kelly, who's been the treasurer over at the Fine Arts Guild. And so, Miss Karen, thank you so much for joining us as well. We appreciate it.
Glad to be here, Keith.
All right. So, Miss Karen, you've done this for many, many years. You've been very involved, and the Fine Arts Guild provides so many services and resources. Let's talk a little bit about those things that y'all provide.
Our mission statement is to promote art and art culture in Terrebonne Parish. And of course, we also go into Lafourche Parish. We've got a number of members from there. And we do it by exhibiting artwork, but also we work with the children. We have children's art classes. We have workshops for the local artists. And we do the Spring Art Show every year, which is a regional show.
Right.
And such. And it's just, in the past, we've gone out and painted the water things on the street corner.
Right, right.
I mean, we did each and everything with a lot of love for the community, and
Absolutely.
yeah, and
a lot of support. You guys have been here for a long time, been very involved in our community, and Janice now doing this just for the last few years. It's been a little bit of a struggle doing that during the COVID, during Ida. It's just been really tough, but you guys have persevered.
I will have to say that these ladies, and I'm not going to take the credit for that.
Okay.
Because these ladies have held this together for 60 years. And right now, we're just trying to get it back up to its level that it's been being. And we're doing pretty good.
Right, right.
60 years, can you imagine?
60 years of celebrating art in our community and doing it very, very well. The other thing is that I know some of these kids and different generations of kids have been able to kind of see the value. It's nice to be around for that long because we have next generations of children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren wanting to come, especially to a lot of these children's programs. Y'all do a lot for the kids, introducing them to art.
Right.
Yes, we do. And we enjoy doing it because you'd be surprised at what it's like to see them doing the art.
Right.
I mean, some of them you're like, we just had a January camp.
Right.
And I said, they're not going to be able to do that. And let me tell you something, that some of them way surpassed it.
Yeah, isn't that amazing? Like you see things, and that's something about art students or students who are kind of trying to find their way. Even they don't know about some of the value or things they can do. Huh, Ms. Karen?
You know, and the thing with art is that once you start studying art, you appreciate the world about you. And I think that's the biggest problem in our schools is that the first thing that goes out is the art programs.
Yeah, it seems to be the first things that get cut, right? It's one of those ancillary services that they realize, it tends to get cut fast. We're hoping that that's not the case, but you guys are being able to pick up the slack some if and when they do that. Now let's talk a little bit about the annual art scholarship. This is something that y'all do every year, and let's just talk about this and how wonderful that is for an option.
I think it's fantastic, and it's one of the things that I've noticed is that in the last few years that schools have not been able to get the information.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure that's because of COVID, of course.
Sure.
And of course, Ida. I mean, we've had some things, but
right. But this year, you're on HTV, being able to tell people about this application that people can use in this art scholarship, and so this is wonderful. So we want to get the news out about this. Let's talk about what the scholarship does.
Well, what we do is we take a high school senior that's graduating, who does art and wants to do a major or minor in art. Okay. They have to be going to college. Okay. Or even a tech school, because right now graphics are in tech schools.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
So, I mean, just because you're not going directly to four-year college, you can go to tech school and be eligible.
Right. So either a major or a minor will qualify somebody.
Right.
And all they have to do is fill out an application, right?
They do have to fill out an application. And they also kind of have, it's a juried thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
we want to see
they-
their artwork.
Right.
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 We do
Yeah.
need to see their artwork.
Okay. Very good.
And-
All right. Now, how can they get a copy of the application? How can they get that information? Is that they can reach out to you guys? Can they reach out to y'all?
Absolutely, they can call us.
Right.
They can email us.
Right.
They can tag us on Facebook.
Okay.
They can stop by.
Yeah, right.
Facebook's the easiest for me,
Sure,
I'm sorry.
Sure. But let's give out that phone number where they can reach y'all.
That'll be Karen doing that.
Yeah. Miss Karen, what's that?
985.
Right.
851.
Right.
2198.
2198. Okay.
Yes.
Or if they have an art teacher at school, they can ask their art teacher. Right?
Absolutely, and we encourage art teachers to look at their students, and if they feel like they have one that needs to be applying for this, they should.
Right. We certainly want to consider everybody. What were you going to say, Miss Karen?
No, well, I wanted to say that we should be having this on our website also.
Okay.
And,
Okay.
I'm
And
not in
drop
charge
by.
of that.
Right, gotcha. Okay, and we want to be able to do that. Okay, well, again, it's really exciting to be able to have people like yourselves who provide this service not only for our children, but looking at our high school seniors and what they can do for moving on for their future, the opportunity for them to get this scholarship, to be able to provide that. And again, you want some photos of their work or on a flash drive, on their portfolio, whatever it may be, and they can reach out to the number that you mentioned, Ms. Karen, or talk to their art teacher. But we're very thankful to have the Fine Arts Guild in our community and very thankful that you guys work and do this scholarship. So we appreciate y'all being here today. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much.
All right. And that will do it for this particular segment of Bayou Time. Don't go anywhere. A whole lot more local programming right here on HTV.